Yeah, we'll see you later.
All right.
Lois Lerner, she says she's proud of her job at the IRS and that she did nothing wrong. Fine, says Congressman Darrell Issa. If that's the case, come on up to Capitol Hill and testify. Well, all right, after the break, Becky Gerritsen. She's the president of a Tea Party group that was targeted by the IRS. She is up next, but just look at this.
I'm not interested in scoring political points. I want to protect and preserve the America that I grew up in. The America that people cross oceans and risk their lives to become a part of. And I'm terrified it is slipping away.
Congressman Darrell Issa, he says if Lois Lerner has nothing to hide, done nothing wrong, then she should have no problem testifying before Congress. His comments coming in response to Lerner's interview with Politico, where she said, and I'm quoting now, "I didn't do anything wrong. I'm proud of my career and the job I did for this country." Becky Gerritsen is with us, founder of the Wetumpka Tea Party. Her group was targeted by the IRS. Becky, how did you feel when you first heard about what Ms. Lerner had said in Politico?
Well, so many things went through my head when I read that article, but I see it for what it is. It's a distraction. It is a puff piece to make Lois Lerner look to be the victim in the IRS scandal. But I don't care if she's a brownie baking, puppy loving person. She needs to be held accountable for her actions. And there were three things that really struck me as I read that article. First of all, she'd been planning her retirement for months before the scandal ever broke. She lives in a $2.5 million home. She receives a pension of $100,000 a year, which is twice the median income in America. Yet we're supposed to feel sorry for her because she can't get a job. And then they try to make her out to be apolitical, but she has a long history of political targeting, not only at the IRS for 4 years and calling conservatives crazies and a-holes, but back in 1996 at the FEC, she targeted a conservative Senate candidate. She brought a case against him, and she told him that she would drop the case only if he would promise to never run for office again. Well, of course, he didn't back down. And when the judge dismissed the case, she hissed back to him, to the candidate, "We'll get you." But I think what bothered me the most, Stuart, is that she spent 2 hours talking to Politico about her innocence and about how she's the victim. You know, I think if she was really a woman of integrity, she would sit down with congressional investigators and she would get to the truth. She would tell what really happened. So I just wonder, you know, is she really that, she lacks that integrity, or is there someone above her making her not speak?
I wonder if, Becky, you're running out of hope. This has dragged on for years now, and frequently on this program we've raised the issue and we've asked, when are we going to get the truth here? And so far, we haven't. Have you given up hope that we'll get to the bottom of this thing in the near future? Because I don't think we're going to get to the bottom of it until President Obama is out of the White House.
Well, that may be. But the thing with Lois Lerner is it's not only that she targeted conservatives during the election, but she set a precedent, and the Department of Injustice is just winking at this as if it's okay, which is really set in stone that targeting political opponents is what government agencies do now. So it's so much bigger than just what happened to us. And no, I definitely am holding out hope that we'll get to the bottom.
I want to reiterate that point. This is a very big deal. What's at stake here is the argument that the president and or his re-election campaign, the two of them together or separately, interfered with a presidential election to pressure and intimidate his political opponents. That's the charge here. That's what we're trying to get to the bottom of. And that is a huge issue constitutionally for the United States of America. Becky, thanks very much for joining us so frequently. We appreciate your efforts, and I'm sure we'll see you again.
Thank you. It's always an honor.